The French Revolution, which began in 1789 and ended in 1799, was a period of radical social and political upheaval in France. It was marked by the collapse of the monarchy, the rise of democracy and nationalism sentiments, and significant social and economic changes. The revolution was sparked by a number of factors, including financial crises, food shortages, and widespread discontent with the monarchy and the government. France was in a state of financial ruin due to its involvement in the American Revolution and costly wars with other European nations. The monarchy, led by King Louis XVI, was unable to address these crises and the discontent of the people, who were largely made up of peasants and the working class. In 1789, the Estates General, a medieval assembly of representatives from the three estates of French society, nobles, clergy, and commoners, was convoked to address the financial crisis. However, the commoners, who made up the majority of the population, were not represented in proportion to their numbers. They were also denied a vote by head. Frustrated with the lack of representation, they broke off and formed the National Assembly, which demanded a new constitution and more power for the people. This marked the beginning of the revolution, as the National Assembly worked to overthrow the monarchy and establish a new government based on the principles of liberty, equality, and fraternity. In July 1789, a mob of Parisians stormed the Bastille, a prison that symbolized royal tyranny, signaling a turning point in the revolution. As the revolution progressed, the National Assembly worked to overhaul the legal system and abolish feudal privileges. They also abolished the monarchy and established the First French Republic, with the election of a new government and the drafting of a new constitution. The Reign of Terror, a period of political violence and repression, was led by Maximilien Robespierre and the Committee of Public Safety. Thousands of people were executed, including many members of the royal family, nobles, and anyone deemed to be an enemy of the revolution. The revolution also had significant social and economic impacts. The church's land and property were seized and sold, leading to the decline of the power of the clergy. The peasantry and the working class saw some improvements in their lives, such as the abolition of feudal dues and the introduction of a progressive income tax. The revolution also had a profound impact on the rest of Europe and the world. It inspired similar movements for democracy and nationalism sentiments in other countries, and it also led to the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte, who came to power in 1799 and established himself as Emperor of France. Overall, the French Revolution marked a turning point in European history and was a significant event in the development of modern politics. It brought about significant social and political changes, including the rise of democracy, nationalism sentiments, and the decline of the power of the monarchy and the nobility. The revolution also had a lasting impact on the rest of the world, inspiring similar movements and leading to the rise of Napoleon. It is worth to remember that despite being a massive historical event that reshaped not just France, but Europe and the world, the French Revolution is also a matter of debate and interpretation among historians, political scientists and scholars with various perspectives, and it has been a subject of significant historiographical debate in the centuries since its occurrence. In addition to the political and social changes brought about by the French Revolution, the revolution also had a significant impact on the economy of France. One of the most notable economic changes was the implementation of a system of taxation that was more fair and equitable. Prior to the revolution, the burden of taxes was disproportionately borne by the lower classes, while the nobility and the clergy were largely exempt. The revolution abolished feudal privileges and introduced the progressive income tax, which helped to redistribute wealth and alleviate some of the economic inequalities that existed in pre-revolutionary France. The revolution also led to the nationalization of many industries and the establishment of a planned economy. The government took control of key industries such as banking and manufacturing, and implemented policies to promote economic growth and development. The revolution also had a significant impact on agriculture, with the introduction of new farming techniques and the abolition of feudal rights, which helped to increase productivity and improve the lives of rural workers. The French Revolution also had a significant impact on the culture of France. It led to a resurgence of national pride and a new emphasis on French culture and language. This manifested itself in the form of the cult of the nation, which became the central identity of the French citizen, and the formation of a nationalistic spirit. This cultural shift also led to a decline in the influence of the Catholic Church, and an increased secularization of society. Another notable aspect of the French Revolution is the role played by women. Although they did not have the same political rights as men, women were active participants in the revolution. They organized demonstrations and petitions, and played a key role in the storming of the Bastille. However, once the revolution was in motion, women's role in the political sphere began to decline, and by the end of the revolution, the government had not granted any significant rights or equality to women. The French Revolution also had an impact on the global stage. It helped to spread revolutionary ideas and nationalism sentiments to other parts of Europe, and it played a role in the eventual downfall of the Holy Roman Empire. The revolution also led to a series of wars with other European powers, as they feared the spread of revolutionary ideals to their own countries. Finally, the French Revolution is also a subject of debate among historians, with different interpretations of the causes and consequences of the revolution, as well as its legacy. While some historians emphasize the revolutionary ideals of liberty, equality and fraternity, and others focus on the violence and chaos that characterized the revolution and its aftermath, some argue that the revolution led to significant improvements in the lives of the French people, while others argue that it ultimately led to more authoritarian and oppressive government. Overall, the French Revolution was a complex and multifaceted event that had a profound impact on France and the world. It brought about significant political, social, economic, and cultural changes, and it continues to be a subject of debate and interpretation among scholars and historians.